Hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into one of the most challenging, but also one of the most powerful parts of our everyday lives, our speech. We're going to discover that true, profound strength is often found not in what we say, but in what we have the wisdom to not say.
Just think about it, really. Someone says something that cuts you, something totally unfair. What's that first feeling? It's that flash of heat, right? That powerful urge to defend yourself, to fire back with a clever, cutting remark. It's a deeply human reaction for sure, but the real question is it the strongest one? We're often taught that strength means fighting back. It means winning the argument, getting the last word, and never ever letting an insult slide. We're told that being silent is a sign of weakness. Well, today, we're going to take that whole idea apart.
That quick rush of satisfaction you get from a sharp comeback, it really feels like a win in the moment, doesn't it? But it's so fleeting. The actual lasting result is just more conflict. We end up trading a tiny moment of feeling powerful for a much longer, more draining fight. And in the process, we lose our own inner peace.
And it's not just a battle inside your own head. So often the pressure comes from the outside, from our friends, our family. They think they're defending us. But what happens is their good intentions become a kind of spiritual test, really pushing our patience and our resolve to the limit.
It's a really dangerous idea, this notion that being quick with a harsh word is some kind of talent. You hear people boast, "Oh, you don't want to get on my bad side. I've got a sharp tongue." But this habit isn't a strength at all. It's a weakness. It's a lack of self-control that, in the end, hurts us way more than anyone else. So, why is this all so incredibly important? Well, it gets down to the core problem with unskillful speech. You can't take it back. It's permanent. This ancient proverb just says it all perfectly. Think about that for a second. The incredible power of elephants, strong enough to pull almost anything. And yet, even they are completely helpless against a word that's already been spoken. Once it's out there, it's gone forever.
Here's another way to think about it. A harsh word is like a beautiful glass that's been shattered on the floor. You can apologize, of course, and you should. You can try to glue the pieces back together, but no matter how carefully you do it, the cracks will always be there. The damage remains visible.
Okay, so if fighting back is a trap and our words can do permanent damage, what's the alternative? This is where we get to the heart of the matter. Let's explore the true power we can all cultivate, the power of mindful silence.
See, when you lash out, you get this huge, sharp spike of chaotic energy. It's all adrenaline and anger. It burns hot and it burns fast, and then you're just left drained. But mindful restraint, that's totally different. It builds a calm, steady, sustained energy. It's a deep and resilient peace that you are in control of.
So this is the big shift we need to make. We have to redefine strength. Real strength isn't some external act of aggression. It's an internal state of mastery. It's the profound ability to handle that pressure without cracking, to stay calm and centered, even when a storm is raging all around you.
To really understand the immense weight our words can carry, let's turn to a historical account. It's a compassionate lesson that's been passed down from the time of Kasyapa Buddha. And this isn't just a fable. It was recorded as a true event.
The story is actually very simple. There's a farmer, hard at work in his field. A friend invites him to do a good deed, make an offering. But the farmer is annoyed at being interrupted, and in that moment of anger, he lets fly one single disrespectful sentence. And that one moment, it leads to an unimaginable stretch of suffering, so long that centuries later, a group of monks actually stumble upon him, still paying the price.
And that was it. That was the sentence. It wasn't a long, angry speech. It wasn't a physical fight. It was just one flippant, sarcastic comment born from a brief moment of irritation. He used a sacred act as a target for his frustration.
And the consequences, they're just staggering. The disproportionality is almost hard to wrap your head around. One moment of anger led to what's called a Buddha interval of suffering. That's an almost incomprehensible length of time. And his punishment was a direct karmic echo of his words. He was forced to plow a field of burning mud endlessly in constant torment.
And just to put that time scale into perspective for you, an entire cosmic cycle of teachings had come and gone. The world had moved on from Kasyapa Buddha, and a new enlightened being, Gautama Buddha, had appeared. And still, the farmer was there, plowing that fiery field, completely trapped by the echo of his own words.
Now, it is so important to hear this story in the right way.
This is not a scary story about cosmic punishment or a vengeful God. It's a profound and compassionate warning. It's a lesson in simple cause and effect, showing us that our words have real energy, they have consequences, and they shape our reality in ways we can barely even imagine.
Okay, so knowing the stakes, how do we actually stop ourselves in that split second? Let's get really practical. I'm going to give you 3 mental emergency breaks that you can pull the very next time you feel that flash of anger.
These are incredibly simple, but they are so effective. First, the one-breath pause. Before a single word comes out of your mouth, just take one deep breath. It interrupts the anger cycle. Second, the consequence flash. For just 1 second, get a mental picture of that farmer in the burning field. It's a quick, powerful reminder of the stakes. And third, the strength reframe. You tell yourself, true power is choosing not to engage.
And that's the whole point, you see? That's the magic. All 3 of these techniques are designed to do just one thing: to create a tiny little pocket of space, a gap between the insult and your reaction. And in that space, you get your power of choice back.
So, we have our emergency breaks. Now, how do we turn this practice into a new, lasting habit? Let's finish up with 3 simple affirmations you can use. Think of these as a new internal script to run when you're feeling provoked. The first one is all about getting your priorities straight. Ask yourself, what's more important, winning this argument or keeping my own inner peace? This little phrase helps you choose peace over ego every single time.
The second one gives you perspective. That feeling of anger, of being hurt or wronged, it's intense, but it's temporary. It will pass. The words you speak in that heated moment, however, they can last forever. This reminds you to act based on what's permanent, not what's fleeting.
And finally, this is the ultimate reframe. This is the one that changes everything. Silence isn't weakness. It's not emptiness. It is a conscious, deliberate, and powerful choice. It's you deciding to de-escalate, to save your energy, and to master yourself. Your silence is your power.